Oh, I am so out of breath just from coming up the steps. Hey, don't drop the box. Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. So today is the day y'all been waiting for. Y'all been waiting for this part 2, the install or whatever. I finally installed it. I'm so excited. I'm so happy with the color. I just want to kind of give you all a close up. It's so pretty. It kind of is giving me like red vibes. It's like a real deep wine purple reddish type color, you know what I'm saying? But I love it though. I ain't got no complaints about it. And let's go ahead and talk about this hair and the install, how I laid this closure down and everything, girl. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So of course y'all know this is the Beauty Forever hair. If you have not seen part 1 to this video, how I colored this hair and everything, make sure you check it out in the info bubble. I just want to say thank you to Beauty Forever for sponsoring this video. I'm about to go ahead and tell you how I installed this hair and everything like that, and how I'm liking the hair and all of that and like. So just a disclaimer, this is not a sewing tutorial. I have plenty of sewing tutorials on my channel. I might update one because sometimes I be learning new techniques and stuff like that. And I probably already showed y'all this too, how I like lay my closure and get my closure sewn on and everything. But I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna show you again how to just get it like realistic looking like a frontal, just looking real cute and laid and everything. So let's go ahead and jump into how I did that. So to start, here is my braid pattern. I did do a pattern for a free lace part closure. That means I can part it in the middle, in the side, off center, and all of that good stuff. And this braid pattern allows me to switch my part however I choose. And I make sure I go ahead and oil my scalp. I use my peppermint and tea tree oil, and I just put that all over my scalp. It feels so good and tangly. I just love it. So the most important step in any protective style is to moisturize your hair and your scalp. So I make sure my hair is nice and moistured before I close it on up. I always start with my closure first. If it's a frontal, I always start with the frontal first. It's just easier for me to work up and then go back and close it on up. Starting with the closure, I basically just sew it down on one side to get it held in place. Then I'm gonna bring this string all the way around my head and kind of loop it through my braids so it can pull over to the other side. What that's gonna do is create some tension to get this closure like nice and laid down and keep it in place while I sew the perimeter of the closure down. So when I'm sewing down the sides of the closure, I make sure to go like back a little bit. I don't sew it right on the corner because I like to keep my front open. That way I can just tack it down with gel, because look, I ain't got the time to do all of that sewing on myself. I do my own closures like the easiest way possible. I don't do a whole bunch of sewing with my closures and frontals. I mainly just like to tack them down with gel because that's super simple. So after I have both sides of the closure sewn down, I just lightly, very lightly go around and sew down the perimeter of the closure. I'm really gentle when I do this because the front of my closure is not going to be sewn down, so it can easily like scoot back and move back. I want to make sure it remains like a fingertip in front of your hairline.
So with this install, I did choose to use a net, which is something I don't normally do. I just found like an old stretchy wig cap net in my little stash, and I basically just put that on and sew it around the perimeter of my braids and around the perimeter of my closure and just cut off the excess, and yeah, that's it.
After I'm finished sewing my bundles in, I go back to the closure to get it all nice and laid and everything. And this is like the super easy part. And now I'm getting ready to tack it down with this gel. This video, I did use the Got To Be Glue gel in the black bottle. I do want to let y'all know that the next day I went on and switched it up and I went back to my yellow because the black just does not give like the best stick. I feel like the yellow bottle is a little more sticky and it's best for like tacking down that lace, because with the black, girl, my little closure was flapping up a little bit and I was like, ain't got the time for the wind to be blowing and everybody seeing my business. It holds down my closure like so much better. Like look at this, y'all. This ain't going nowhere, okay? I do like to use the black bottle when I'm like laying down my edges and stuff, and that also gives it more of a hold. But as far as, girl, I just apply the gel to my hairline, blow dry it to get a little tacky, and then I press the closure right down on it to, you know, get it to mesh in and get it to stick or whatever. So after that, I just pull out like some wispy hairs from the hairline to go ahead and create some baby hairs. And to me, this just gives it like a super natural, like frontal type of look. So I like to do this with my closures as well. So I don't just have a part and then everything else is just looking like bulky and dark and everything. I like to create like a hairline on my closures as well. So I get that hair out and I just cut it down with my eyebrow razor. I love using the eyebrow razor to make my baby hairs. It just gives it like a nice wispy appearance, and it's just, I don't know, I love doing it this way. Grab that gel again in the black bottle and I use that to lay down my edges. Yeah, I go ahead and sculpt out my baby hairs with my toothbrush, get everything looking nice and cute or whatever. So then I just go ahead and spray my cloture down with water. That way I can get my part to where I want it to be. Then I'm gonna go ahead and brush it down, put my wrap strips on, or you can just use a scarf. And then I'm gonna sit under my hoodie dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes to get everything set and in place. So after I take my strips off, it's like bam, boom, bam, okay, like you're late. This method is just amazing for those who are doing their sewing by themselves and you just don't feel like sewing everything. Normally I would go through and kind of like sew each braid if I was doing this like on a client. So this is just perfect for those of you who want to lay a closure really quickly. And then I co-washed my hair with this Tresemme Luxurious Moisture. And y'all know I love this stuff. Then when I got out, I just sprayed it with the Design Essentials Bamboo and Silk HCO Leave-In Conditioner. Kind of just detangled with my fingers, ran through it and everything, and scrunched it up, and I let it air dry. And these are my results. I love it. I found out that less is more with this hair. Like the less product, the more natural these curls look. Like I feel like this look like somebody's natural hair. It ain't my natural hair, but it's somebody's, okay? I just love these curls, y'all. Like it just feels so natural. It looks so good. I love it so much. So yeah, I did layer it and everything, and I just love how this is looking. So yeah, y'all, that was my quick like run through tutorial of how I lay my lace closures and get them looking really natural with like a natural hairline and everything, and how I get to part it different ways and stuff like that. Frontals are cute too, but you can also do some cute stuff with a closure, and it can definitely be versatile depending on how you install it. So all I gotta do in the mornings is probably spritz it with water, and that's it. And make sure y'all check the description box down below for the link to this hair, for all of Beauty Forever's information and all that good stuff or whatever. That's all. I can't stop playing in these curls, y'all. I love this hair so much. Just look at it. Just look at it. That's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, a subscribe if you're not subscribed. I will talk to y'all in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.